Today we're going to talk about the pronation on the forehand, how you use it the correct way without putting a lot of strain on your wrist. So often when you hit a forehand, people tell you that your racket head has to go up, and sometimes people do it just by moving their wrist like this up. So what happens if you do that? You're just using these small little muscles right here and nothing else. Of course, we talked a lot about the full rotation and everything, but let's just take a look on the pronation of the arm that has to also happen during a forehand shot. So now, in order to spin it the right way, you should not just isolate your wrist and go like this, but you actually have to turn your whole arm as if you're turning your arm like this. So there's an exercise that you can do to help you understand this arm movement. At first, you can just stand, reach your arm out in front, maybe in front of a mirror with a sign on it, and then you turn your arm completely from your shoulder, and you see that the ball is rotating. Once you did that well, then you start swinging your arm back and forth like this. I'll show you from this side as well. So it's in the middle here, and you're just swinging your arm. You have to turn your shoulders a little bit here. And once you feel that you're swinging it well, now you start turning, like opening it up this way, and then you're turning it this way, here. So by the time that you reach the middle, the ball has to point forward. Here it points up, here it points down. So you turn your arm as you do it with the ball, here the same way. Try to have a loose swing with your arm, and as you swing, you turn your arm. Once you did that with the arm, then you try to do the same thing with the sock. You put the sock down first, and at first, without any rotation, you try to go back and forth. The middle here is the level where the contact point is. So we want the arm to be completely straight here. So the sock can go up and down here like this. You just move it forward. You see, you can always see the front of my elbow, this bend, the back, the elbow bone here points back. The position of my arm does not change. Same if I'll show you from this side. You can always see it from the back here. Now, once you can do this well and you can keep the sock in one line, you add the rotation that we just talked about. So what you do is this: when you go back, you turn this way. And when you go forward, you turn the opposite way. Now you can see that the sock is rotating and moving, but still keeping in the same line. And you can see clearly that here, this bend is open, and as I go further, I turn my arm completely. And then the other way around as well. Here. This has to happen naturally. The way to cause it with a racket is if you create tension this way, when you're going to swing, the arm will want to turn the other way. Any tension that you create wants to release itself. Your job is to feel what your body is doing, where's the tension, how it releases, and let it flow the natural way. So again, you create tension, and then it unturns. All right, once you did this with the sock and the ball as I showed, try to throw the ball over the net the same way. First, just throw it regularly. Put your arm back like this, you swing and you release it forward. Just straight forward with no rotation, like this. You just hold it, and then you rotate your upper body and the arm goes. Then you try to add this rotation. So what you do is you hold the ball up, you do the same thing and then you try to rotate and throw it. Now you can see that when you throw it, the ball actually turns. When you're doing that well, try to swing a little bit just with your racket, like this. So you turn it again here, and then when you go, you unturn it. And then try to see how that affects your shot. Try to do this and it will add natural spin to your shots. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe and we'll see you guys soon.